Hello สวัสดีครับมาคิดว่าพาร์ทนี้จะเป็นพาร์ทสุดท้ายแหละที่ผมจะมาไร้สาระปัญญาอ่อนกับเกมอินดี้เกมนี้นะครับคราวนี้ผมจะลองไปกดปุ่ม off ดูนะครับไปรีบเดินกันดีกว่าทำตามคำสั่งมันไปนะครับเมื่อกี้แม่งไม่ใช่เมื่อกี้ดิคลิปที่แล้วแม่งหลอกให้เราอยู่กันในห้องแล้วให้กดตามด้วยนะพอกดตามเสร็จก็ปล่อยเราทิ้งไว้อย่างนั้นนะอินดี้จริงๆไม่แคร์คนเล่นนะครับจำทางได้แล้วจำทางได้แล้วอุ้ยโอ้no no 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 ออกก็ได้ออกก็ได้ออกก็ได้
I'm just coming to a staircase. Stanley walks upstairs to his boss's office.
โอเคขึ้นโอเคยอมแล้วทำตามหมดทุกอย่างเลย
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.To He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845
random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
สักครู่นะ
Amazing.
จดไว้ใน iPhone กัน
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
2845โอเคไปตามทางที่มันบอกทำตามทุกอย่างดูดิจะจบได้หรือเปล่ากดโย่ลงมาแล้ว let's go ไม่รอช้านะครับที่จะไปรู้ความจริง
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
ไปมา control Let's go เปิดไฟ
The lights rose on a
room
packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
จำได้หมดแล้วไปดู
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
เพลงแม่งก็กระตุกกด
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true.Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life?utterly blind to the world.
ถึงแล้ว
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
1 2 3 5 5อยู่ตรงนั้นมี1 2 3 4 5เฮ้6 7 8ล่ะ1 2 3 4 5โอเคช่างมันไปกด off กันเถอะเมื่อกี้เรากด on
And when at last he found the source of the
off เย้ยเกิดอะไรขึ้นโอ้อะไรอ่ะ
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
เฮ้ย
Was it over?
ไม่เห็นอะไรเลยเสียงอะไร yes
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
เราจะได้อิสระแล้วเหรอ
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to conquer. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
นี่คืออะไรวะ นี่คือจบแบบบริบูรณ์งั้นเหรอ
It will be his, and that was all he needed to know.
เฮ้ย
It was perhaps the only thing worth.
จะได้ออกจากที่นี่แล้วเหรอ
Stanley stepped through the open door.
หรือเป็นแค่ฉากหลอกลวงหรือเปล่าวะ โอ้ย
Stanley felt the
Yes.
cool breeze upon his skin.
ออกมาได้แล้
The
ว
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path.
ฉากจบที่สวยงามใช่ไหม
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
ว้าว
Was happy.
จบแบบ happy ending ฮะ แค่กด off happy ending แล้วเหรอวะเนี่ยฮะจบซะแล้ว โอเคครับแล้วเจอกันใหม่โปรเจกต์หน้าแล้วกันเนาะไปแล้วบ๊ายบายจบแบบบริบูรณ์